After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Actually, to kick off for the Chargers.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for Thompson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Melvin Ingram.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 34.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To Thompson on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. He'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They run it here with Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. This is Thompson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by former first-round pick DJ Hayden. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have a great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Jaguars 3. Chargers, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Minshew sets to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Minshew. And able to find Conley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The gun. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Linval Joseph coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Schweitzer, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this is the 3rd-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find Switzer. And will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play, first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chargers 14, Jaguars 3. Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This one go deep for Chubb, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Conley's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Jaguars.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 55 yards.
24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Now Thompson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Thompson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The Jaguar first down.
On first down, it's Thompson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second and a yard, Minshew flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run with Thompson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Thompson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Carry for the running back.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Herbert. Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the carry, it's Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
9.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up
one-handed. Love the effort.
20-yard line.
Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Jaguars 9.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very... Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. This is going to be a Charger touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 13.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards the pick up there.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The Jaguar first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going for it all. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Jaguars 16.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down at the 36-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down. It's Eckler again, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll run on first down. Kelly. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Today's final score.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the medium buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So, for the Chargers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.